Hi! Hey guys, how's it going? I am the girl blogger for our blog on Tumblr, Comic View. And I'm making this video as I promised, because I told you guys that I would make it, as a celebration of our 300,000 and going followers that we have, and it's pretty amazing. Maybe if this video goes really well, if I get a good reaction from it, I'll start making more videos to post on the blog about certain topics and stuff like that. Or maybe like every few hundred, I'll make a video update, or I don't even know, like a few thousand. I meant few thousand, not hundred, because then I'd be making updates all the time. Boom, boom. Alright, that was corny, but to be honest with you, every time I go to reblog stuff on Comic View, we just keep getting hundreds and hundreds and thousands of more followers. It's insane. Like, I'll go to reblog stuff for you guys, and then I'll come back to the home screen, my dashboard, and hundreds of more followers will be there, and I'll be like, what, are you kidding me? Like, it's crazy. I really appreciate the support. I know my partner really appreciates the support. My partner works really hard to keep this website up and running. I work really hard to keep it up and running. It's a team effort. He's really a sweetheart, really nice guy. I know he posted his personal Tumblr here before, so you should really follow him. He's really sweet, really nice, and even though we haven't met in person, I feel like he's definitely a friend of mine, just because he's a really good guy, and I have fun running this blog with him. So I just wanted to say that. And then also I wanted to thank you guys, of course, and tell you that I am amazed by our following, and I think you guys are ridiculously awesome. And I always tell you guys, like, you're awesome, stay awesome, because I can't find a better word to describe how great you all are. And I'm talking about every single last one of you. You guys, without followers, the blog would be nothing. Obviously, what am I going to blog pictures to look at just for myself? Like, I could do that on my personal page, but Comic View is, a huge blog now, and it just really legitimately happened overnight. And it's so crazy how we went from just a few hundred followers to thousands and hundred thousands. Like, we're at 300,000 and going. Like, every time I refresh my phone, like I said before, there's more hundreds and hundreds of people, and it's insane. And I just wanted to thank you guys for that, because we wouldn't be doing this without you, and we love all the support we get, all the nice messages and everything, and so thanks for all of that. I just wanted to say that. I figured this video would be good, because not only it would be celebrating, a little treat or whatever, but it's a little bit more personal, for you guys. And I'm going to be answering frequently asked questions that we get a lot, that sometimes it gets a little repetitive, which is also fine, because we do blog a lot. So granted, I understand if we blog a lot and we answer somebody's question, and then you ask the same question but you couldn't scroll down to see it, stuff like that happens all the time. So when I post this video, I'm not gonna blog anything just for maybe like a day or two after this, so that way all of our followers can get a chance to watch this video. And I want to hear your reaction of it. If you enjoyed this video, should I keep on making more videos? I talked to my partner about it, and he's like, oh, I think that's a great idea, and he's going to be making his own separate video too. So anything that I don't really cover, or maybe if he has a different opinion on, like, you'll be getting both sides of the story, basically. So yeah, that's fun, and I guess we can get started now. But before we get started, look at my room. Welcome to my room. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, I'm just messing around. But in the back, obviously, you see the scenery, so I might as well just show you guys that. I got my Blink-182 section back there. Yeah, back there. Huge Blink fan. That's pretty irrelevant to this blog, but you know, it's in the background, so might as well get used to it, right? Then if I move my head like this, you'll see, for all you anime fans out there, I got a Naruto wall scroll, so that's fun. And then if I dip my head back over here, you'll be able to see Wolverine, Sub-Zero, and hold on, let me move the up there. I got Superman. Yep. And I got those at Comic-Con this year, Comic-Con 2012, and they're great works of art. And I just wanted to make a shout out really quick before I start the questions, and shout out this artist that I bought it from. His name's Greg Horn. I try to mention him a lot on the website when they say where you get your pictures from. Do you get them specifically from anywhere? And to be honest with you, most of the time we just search through the tags on Tumblr. Like if you guys are saying, oh, we want more Deadpool or we want more Spider-Man, then we'll just search that on Tumblr and pick like the coolest images. Besides that, we also go to this website called DeviantArt. Very cool website. Check it out. A lot of original stuff on there. And besides that, though, I like to give a shout out to Greg Horn once in a while because he is amazing at what he does. Please type in Greg Horn in Google, and then the first website that pops up will be his website. Go check all of his, artwork, and it's great. And it's all superhero based or video game based too. And it's not just the main, to comics like DC and Marvel. Like it also has other comics as well that are not as well known but still popular, and you have a really wide choice of what you can pick on the website basically. So alright, so got all that out of the way. My room, talked about the stuff in the background, but now we'll get to the important part about frequently asked questions. Now I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, so I hope you guys bear with me here. And if you want to skip to a certain section, I'll probably write like notes underneath the video. I might not get around to it, but I might get around to it. If I get around to it, I'll write notes under the video about what time during the video I'm answering what question. So if you want to hear me ramble and look at me, then you can just fast forward to that point, that segment in this video, and get your question answered without having to look at me or listen to me or whatever. But I hope you stick around. Alright, so we're going to do frequently asked questions. So I picked 15. I know it's a fair amount, but we do have a lot of followers, so we do get a lot of questions. So I figured 15 wouldn't be that bad of a number to pick, and I picked the most frequent questions that we get, 15. Okay, so we'll start with number 1. I wrote them down on my phone here. So okay, who runs this blog? Number 1. Alright, no brainer by now. If you guys are new here, then I understand that, but I run the blog and my partner runs the blog. I am a girl. I am the girl that has been talked about when answering questions, and he is the guy been talked about when answering questions. And I know sometimes it can be confusing because I'll be answering questions and then he'll be answering questions, and then some of them will be like, hey sweetie, or hey darling, or blah blah, and then some of them will be like, hey dude, thanks man, blah blah, and we usually wind up answering those questions, but that are not directed to us. So people will be like, hey man, thanks dude, thanks for responding. I'll be like, yeah, no problem man, because I don't really care. But then when people talk to him, or when he answers questions and they're like, hey darling, he's like, oh, I'm actually a guy. So it gets confusing sometimes because, like, you know, if you direct it to one of us and, you know, the other person gets to answering it first, it's like, whoa, like, who are you, guy, girl, what are you, alien? But yeah, so basically it's me and him that run the blog. So yeah, partners in crime. Alright, question number 2. Do you personally know each other? No, we do not personally know each other, but we are from the same state, which is New York. United States, New York. So yeah, we never met face to face. You know, we don't personally know each other, but we do talk. You know, other than just the blog. You know, for we'll message our personal blogs. You know, we'll say, oh, how do you feel about this about the blog, or sometimes he'll message me and be like, you know, we'll just chit chat and stuff like that. So even though we don't personally know each other, we still are friends. So that's fun. Question number 3. When was the blog created? Now, like I said, I don't know if I said this before. Did I say this before? I don't know if I did. I think I did, but anyway, the blog was made by, not me, actually. It was made by him, my partner, and I didn't actually know when it first started, so I went through the questions, and somebody actually asked that, you know, and and then people after that kept asking and asking. Apparently, he made the blog back in August of 2012, from what I know. So yeah, August of 2012 is when the blog was created, and yeah. But I don't think that I started working. I shouldn't say working for, because it's not like I'm getting paid or anything, or nobody's getting paid. But I should say I started teaming up with him on the blog. I think, I'm not sure. I'm gonna say around November or something, or maybe October, November. I don't really know. I lost track. It's been a while, so yeah. Question number 4. Let's see. How did you guys start blogging together? Okay, so yeah, this is a frequently asked question. People are always like, how do you guys, if you guys don't know each other personally, like, how did you guys end up blogging on Comic View together? And the story is not as exciting as I would like to tell it. You know, if I was just like, oh yeah, you know, he saw my video on YouTube when I was chilling with Superman, and we were, you know, hanging out, and he was like, I have to have you reblog my stuff. Like, no, it's nothing exciting like that. Basically, what happened was that he started the blog, and then a few months after he started the blog, I was looking, because I'm a huge nerd, obviously. You have to be if you run, you know, this type of blog. So I'm a huge nerd, and I was going through blogs that I was looking to follow for superhero stuff, and I stumbled upon Comic View, and I was like, oh, perfect. So I started following the blog, and it started out really good, you know, the blog, and I was really happy with it, getting updates, whatever. And then it started slowing down, you know, the updates, and then till finally my partner made a post like, can somebody, or does somebody want to run this blog with me? Like, I can't do this by myself. I have no time, blah, blah, blah. So then, I was like, well, that would be fun. Like, I blog that stuff anyway, so might as well. So, I messaged him about it, privately, and we went back and forth, and it turns out that, he's a college student too. We're both in college, so you know how rough that can get sometimes, you know, with, piling work and stuff like that. So we thought it would be a good idea, like, to team up and stuff, and when he's, you know, having finals and projects and papers, then I can blog, and, you know, he'd do the same for me, and that way you guys can get, like, 100% of, the website, rather than just, like, 50%, you know, somebody not being there to give you those updates. So it worked out pretty well. Like I said, I wish I could have a more fascinating story to tell, but that's basically what it was. And I'm glad that we got to talking, and I'm glad that I help him with the blog now, because now I feel like, you know, I feel like the blog is part of me too, you know, so it's pretty cool. And he also wound up being really nice, so that was definitely a plus. Okay, question number 5. Which do you like better, Marvel or DC? Now, if I had a quarter, not even a quarter, a penny for every time somebody asked me this on this blog, I would be, I'd have a decent amount of money, because this is, out of frequently asked questions, this has to be either number 1 or number 2. Like, it's way high up there. They're always asking me, Marvel or DC, Marvel or DC. And then when I answer it, I just end up just repeating, copy and paste, repeating myself, because, I've answered it so many times. So, to let you guys know for the future, like I said before, though, I don't mind if you guys don't end up watching this video or miss a few things and ask me. Like, it's not like it bothers me or anything, but I do get this question a lot. So Marvel or DC? Now, I always say this, but I'll explain. I always say Marvel, but there's a few DC superheroes that I couldn't live without, which is very true. But to expand on that, I picked Marvel over DC because I think Marvel has better, first of all, a lot more characters that are like likable and relatable and stuff like that. Second of all, I feel like their storylines are a lot better and well developed and stuff like that. And I just really like Marvel. To be honest with you, I just really like Marvel. Like, most of my favorite superheroes are Marvel. But when I say there's a few DC characters I couldn't live without, the main ones would be obviously part of the Justice League, because those are the most, like, famous from DC side. Even though there are characters that are not in the Justice League that people completely just, like, write off. Like, they think Justice League and that's it, that's DC, which is not the case. So, I wish people would, open their minds a little bit, expand more on DC stuff, because it's not just, the basic superheroes that they have in the Justice League. Like, there's other heroes that are just as good, but like I said, they're not really recognized. So definitely do your homework on DC characters, and let me know which ones do you like other than, like, the main popular characters, because I feel like that's all when people think of DC, that's it. They're just like Justice League, the end. But meanwhile, when you think of Marvel, you can list so many characters that, besides the Avengers, I'm saying, right off the top. So, I mean, that's also partially why I like Marvel, but don't count DC out. But I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you that those few DC characters that I couldn't live without weren't from Justice League. I mean, what I was saying before basically was to not write the other characters off, but when it comes to favorites and stuff like that, my favorites are from the Justice League, so I'm also guilty of that. But all I'm saying is just to be open-minded. Don't be like, oh, that's it, DC is, these few characters, and that's it. But the few characters that I mean that I couldn't live without, definitely Superman, Batman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, those are, I would say those are the main 4 for me that keep me, on DC side. not on DC's side. I mean, in a beautiful world, I wouldn't pick sides. But you guys are asking me to pick sides, so overall Marvel, but those 4 DC characters mean a lot to me. So it's, it tears me apart. All right. So that was question 5. All right, question 6. What is your favorite Marvel superhero? I can't pick one. I know that I'm gonna be a pain in the ass because you're asking for a superhero, not superheroes. But like I said, I'm Team Marvel, so it's hard for me just to pick one. But to narrow it down, I mean, I wish I could give you like a top 5. Because my top 5 would be Wolverine, Iron Man, the Hulk, Captain America, Spider-Man. If you said top 6, then Deadpool would be thrown in there. Even though he's not considered a superhero, I don't think so. But he would still be, he'd still be in my top favorite Marvel characters. But since you're asking me for one superhero, I'll be a pain in the ass. I'll narrow it down to 2, which would be Iron Man and Wolverine. Those are my 2 utmost favorite. And then right after that would be the Hulk, But Wolverine and Iron Man can be tied or whatever, so those are my 2 favorite. Specific reason why not? They're both badass in their own way, I guess. You can see Wolverine in the back. I mean, he's a boss. And Iron Man, I just love Iron Man's personality. So, those are my 2. Number 7. Let's see. What is your favorite DC character? This is actually an easy one for me. Because, like I said, there's 4 DC characters that I absolutely love and can't do without. But to pick a favorite is easy for me because you guys probably all know this, but my partner and I are huge Superman fans. Yeah, I know some of you are like, you like Superman? Like, why do you like Superman? Like, Batman's awesome, Superman sucks. But you know what? That's your opinion. My opinion is I love Superman. He's amazing, and I wish he was real. Never know. Could be out there. But yeah, I love Superman, and then obviously the Flash and Batman would be a close second. Probably Superman, the Flash, and then Batman. So Batman would be third. So, yeah. Why do I love Superman so much? Because he just has such a good heart. He comes from a good place. He has good intentions, and people don't seem to look into that. People just write him off like, oh, he's so boring. He can beat everybody. What's the point in that? But it's not. Superheroes aren't made to go against each other. They're trying to help the world, the universe, So, when people say that to me, I'm like, okay, but, they're protecting us. They're protecting the cities, the states, And wouldn't you want somebody that powerful to protect you? I think so. So, that's my answer to that. So, Team Superman, DC. Okay, question number 8. Question number 8 is, do you read comics? I'm going to just keep this short. We get a lot of comic questions. I can't speak on my partner's behalf on this one, but I probably don't read as much comics as I should. I'm going to be honest here. Yes, I have read comics, but I'm not a fanatic. Like some of you guys are, where you're like, did you read issue blah blah blah? I just can't. I just have too much going on Not saying that, you guys who read comics don't, but it's just I never get around to it, and I really should make more time to read more comics. So yeah, probably should read more comics. Question number 9 reads, do you watch superhero-based films? Of course. I mean, if I don't read the comics, the least I can do is watch the films, right? So, of course, I watch the films. I have a whole collection on Blu-ray of all the films. I try to watch one every weekend and then, do a cycle. Yeah, I'm a nerd like that. So, but I really enjoy the films. Like, I'm looking forward to Iron Man 3. Comes out in May. Man of Steel, the rebooted Superman, comes out in June. And The Wolverine comes out in July, the day after my birthday. Yeah, what up? My birthday's July 25th. You better remember that, followers. July 25th. Wolverine comes out July 26th. This is in America, though. I don't know about Universal, because sometimes they have different dates and stuff like that. But, yeah, US of A. But I would like to make a shout out and say hello to all of our international followers from other countries. I think it's so cool when we get messages and people are like, greetings from Brazil, and it's just like, wow, like, it's crazy how much of an impact you can have with just a blog, but it really brings everybody together, everybody's common interest, and that's what it's all about. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, question 10. Question 10. Why do you hate Batman? I get this all the time because people think since Superman's my favorite superhero that I hate Batman. Let me correct you right now. I do not hate Batman. I think Batman is awesome. I think he deserves a lot of respect. I love the Dark Knight trilogy, and I even loved the older Batmans, the Tim Burton Batmans. I liked those as well, and I liked Jack Nicholson as Joker, and I liked Heath Ledger as Joker, and I do not hate Batman. Don't think that I hate Batman, okay? Please don't. Like I said, he was in my top 3 for DC characters, just because, he's not my absolute favorite like you guys, because I know there's so many Batman fans, like diehard Batman, Batman tattoo, Batman, sippy cups. But yeah, don't get the wrong idea. It's not that I hate Batman, like, just because I like Superman more. Like I said, Batman deserves so much respect. Awesome superhero. I mean, I'm not arguing with you there, so there's that. Question 11. Why do you like Superman so much? I answered this previously with, why Superman is my top favorite DC. So there's that. Basically just because he's such a good guy, and like I said, he's just very genuine, and that's why I really like him. He's just a stand-up guy. I like Superman. And I love all of his powers, obviously. I mean, his powers are so badass. So, thumbs up for people who like Superman. There's a lot of Superman hate that I get. So, I'm just like, okay, I try to be respectful, because everybody has their own opinion and everybody's entitled to feel however they want to feel. So, yeah, I just try to be respectful about it, but sometimes it can be a bit much when people are like, Batman, Superman sucks, Batman, Superman sucks, so, whatever though. Let's see. Okay, question 12, favorite villain, hands down the Joker. The end. The Joker. Yep, favorite villain. I have a Dark Knight poster with Heath Ledger as the Joker on it, and he's holding the cards like this, and it looks really badass. I'm gonna put that up under. I keep on doing that. I'm gonna put it under Wolverine. So maybe in a future video you'll see it hung up there. So yeah, my favorite villain's the Joker. 13 we're up to now. Do you do any of your own drawings or fan fictions? Sorry, I am artistically challenged. I don't draw at all. I don't even attempt to draw. I'm really bad at drawing. Stick figures is all I can do. So all the drawings that we get are from, like I said, Tumblr tags, DeviantArt, Greg Horn. Give him another shout out because he's awesome. Yeah, they're not coming from me. That's pretty much all you need to know. And then with the fan fictions, no, I don't write fanfics. I don't think my partner writes fanfics either. We're not. I mean, it is cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on fan fictions at all, but it's just not something that we do on our blog. Our blog is just more about the art and getting questions from you guys and fun stuff like that. But yeah, we don't really do fanfics. So yeah. Question number 14. Can I submit my art to you? Of course. We encourage you to submit your art. If you are not artistically challenged like me, or even if you are and you try your best, we will still publish your pictures because we love you guys, and you guys spread the love and spread our blog out there, so we are gonna help promote your art and spread the love right back to you. So if you have art that you want to share, definitely send it in, submit it, and we will publish it, and that goes to every last person who wants to be on our blog. The only rule about submitting art is it has to be somewhat comic related. And that doesn't go for just Marvel and DC either. If you want to do something from Image Comics like Spawn, or if you want to do The Crow or anything like that other than Marvel and DC, that's fine too. The more wide range of photos we get, the better, So you're not limited, definitely, but just keep it comic related. Thanks. Okay, and the last question we got here is number 15. We've made it to the 15th point, and it says, "I don't read comics. Where should I start?" I'm going to let my partner take care of this question because, like I told you before, I should read a lot more comics than I actually do. So, yeah, I don't really get around to reading comics, but my opinion on that, or I won't even give you an opinion on that because you shouldn't be listening to me when it comes to comics, so I'll say that much. But I'll just tell you where I started personally. I started with the first ever Spider-Man comic and reading that, and that's how I began to start reading comics. I stopped reading them, but that's just because life happened and get busy and stuff. But yeah, the first Spider-Man comic is where I started, and that's when I thought it was really cool because I was like, wow, I get to after reading this comic, I can compare it to the movies now, and I can be like, oh, this is different, they got this right, this could have been better, you can compare a lot better, and a lot more going into it, rather than thinking something is really good or really bad when it's not, it's all, you get to see how the director of the movie interprets it, so I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, that's where I started reading the first Spider-Man comic. So, good times. Alright, well, I know this video is running a little bit long. Hope I didn't bore you to death. Hope you guys enjoy my video. Got around to the 15 most frequent questions that you guys ask on the blog. Like I said previously, if I get a good reaction from this video, maybe I'll make more Q&As or updates or stuff like that. We'll see how it all ends up being, but at least you guys have this video now. You know what I look like, and hopefully you guys just keep on sticking around, keep on asking questions. I love being interactive with you guys. I think it's really good, and it makes me smile when I get nice messages and questions, because like I said, that's what's really all about. It's about bringing everybody together. We all are inner nerds, you know. Even if you don't want to call yourself a nerd, if you're an inner nerd, you have that inside of you, and we all have to stick together and be friends and stay awesome. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I hope you like this video. I must have said it like 10 times by now. I'm so sorry. But this is me introducing myself. If you haven't seen my personal pages, then now you know what I look like. Now you even know what my room looks like. Now it's getting a little bit too personal. No, I'm just kidding. I really love all you guys. I appreciate all you guys, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. We are so happy to have reached 300,000 followers, and it really means the world to both of us, and I just think it's so incredible. Yep. So on that note, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and see you later. Bye.